Today's closing thought of the week is a little interesting, I gotta tell you. I've had some interesting experiences over the past week, and so the theme here is fear. There's this weird undercurrent that I keep running into talking to people here in the township, and I'm really kind of confused by it. So I'm going to invite you to leave comments, send me emails. I've had anonymous phone calls about things going on and people telling me they're afraid of potential lawsuits. I've had other people who are very passionate about certain issues that are going on here in the township, but don't want to be on camera, don't want their names used, and literally have fear of reprisal, that, there's going to be some kind of punishment that rains down on them if they speak openly about the things they care about. Now, I got to tell you, I'm a little confused. We don't live in a third world country. We're not in some, serious backwater where, people are going to come in the night with hoods and beat us up. Not that I'm aware of anyway. I have literally had more than one person tell me that I need to watch my back because I'm doing this show, because I'm talking about issues, because I'm saying openly that we are free to communicate here on the intertubes and share information about what's going on. We just did an interesting story here, obviously, about the development over on Haverford Road. I don't know that there's a big conspiracy or anything going on. It was just information that is not really being shared or openly discussed. And I had to do a lot of hours of legwork. I had to reach out to a local reporter. We shared information as we each were out, talking to the Environmental Protection Agency, to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, trying to track down through real estate records, looking through the minutes of the Planning Commission and the Board of Commissioners. It was not easy to, put that information together, and that's confusing to me. Why is there, this difficulty, having open access to information? But the thing I'm most concerned about is that people are not feeling comfortable in their own town speaking about things. And I don't know what's fact and what's fiction, to be quite honest with you. I don't have any factual stories about people actually having reprisals or being punished or singled out. There are stories, though. There are business owners who are worried about actually being on the record about their concerns because they fear that suddenly they're going to have extra health department visits, or they're going to be, visited frequently by codes enforcement. I don't know that there's any truth to that fear, but there's a perception that it's not safe to speak out and openly communicate. I don't know about you, but I don't want to live in a town where people have to fear they're talking. And I'm not moving. I want us to change that attitude. I want us to change that culture if that's, as prevalent as it seems to be. I got to tell you, I'm running into it a lot more than I'm comfortable with. I'm here speaking. I'm not worried about watching my back. I invite you to realize that we are the local media now. The local media has been stressed out like you wouldn't believe. Reporters have been laid off. Budgets are not there for local newspapers. No fault to, the hardworking people in those newsrooms, but we have to go out and get the stories ourselves now. And that's going to be impossible if people don't feel comfortable talking. But I want you to feel the power that you really have. We are all walking around with cell phones that are more powerful than the equipment in a recording studio 20 years ago. You can shoot video. You can post things directly to YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. We have the ability to open up the discussion and show each other what's going on, but not just the rumor mill. A little bit of homework is worth doing. I mean, I said it was a lot of hours of work, and it was, but it was not that hard in the end with a little bit of effort and a little bit of phone calling and a little bit of talking to people to get to the facts rather than the rumors and the fear that there was some major thing going on. Now, there's more to that story to uncover, but I do want to raise this issue. I'm very concerned about being in a township where people are fearful of openly communicating, getting on camera, getting on social media and saying, hey, here's what's going on. It's our town. The people that we are apparently afraid of, and when I say we, I mean the people I'm talking to, work for us. There are employees, there are elected officials. It's unacceptable for us to be afraid of those people. That is crazy. So I'm going to invite you to join me in being as uncrazy as possible, open the pathways of communication, share information. I'm willing to be the mouthpiece. I will do these pieces in editorial style. I got to tell you, though, it's a lot more fun for me, and it's probably a lot more fun for you when we can do these things as conversations, as interview pieces, rather than me talking to the lens here. It's a lot less energetic that way. So Feel safe in your town, folks. I mean, this is your town. This is your township. You get to vote basically every year. That's a whole other issue. We'll do a whole other issue of the week about the fact that, people don't seem to realize that every year there's an election going on, not just when every 4 years when there's a presidential election going on. And it's really important to pay attention to these little elections. Judges, we're going to do a whole series of pieces with some of our local judge candidates because people don't know what's going on there. So anyway, I'm getting off the point. I don't want you to be afraid. I'm not afraid. I invite you to join me in having this conversation and letting the sun shine in to what's going on here in Haverford Township and here in the 7th Ward.